Hey third graders, welcome back. We are going to do another math lesson today on equal groups. So today we're going to look at some examples of things that come in groups. I'm going to start by drawing a picture. So you can see that I have drawn some stars. And to be exact, there are 4 stars. Well, we could look at our stars as being the groups. It's the bigger object that holds or has something else. So these big stars have these smaller points. You can see I'm marking these points. So a group is the bigger object, like I said, that has or holds something smaller. So the big stars have smaller points. We're going to look at this as a few statements, and you can see that I've written these statements over to the side. You're going to use these in future lessons, so make sure that you pay attention and make sure that you remember these. When I describe my picture, I could say, here are 1, 2, 3, and 4 stars. So here are 4 stars. Those are my big groups. And then I think, well, each star has something. What does each star have? Well, each star has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. So each star has 5 points. And based on this, if I keep looking at each star, I could figure out how many points there are in all. So if this star has 5 points, the star beside it also has 5. It also has 5 points. And this star also has 5 points. And so does this one. So again, here are 4 stars, 1, 2, 3, 4. Each star has 5 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There are blank points in all. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There are 20 points in all. Let's look at this a couple other ways. You probably remember from past classes that you've worked on repeated addition. Repeated addition is when you repeatedly add a number over and over again. So I could think about how many points there are on each star. This star has 5 points, plus this star also has 5 points, plus this star has 5 points, plus this star, which also has 5 points. So that's the same as saying 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, and that equals 20, just like we got before. You all also know how to skip count. I bet that you've been skip counting since you were in kindergarten or first grade. Since each star has 5 points, rather than count each point one by one, I could just skip count by 5s, and 5 is a really easy number to skip count by. So let's do that now. 5, 10, 15, 20. When I skip count, I still end up saying 20 at the end, to represent that there are 20 points in all. So those are just a few ways I could represent these stars with numbers, or the points on the stars with numbers. I could also do this with multiplication. In multiplication, we have one number times another number to get our total. So in multiplication, we usually start with the number of groups. Well, in this case, we have 4 stars, so that's 4 groups. We multiply that by the number in each or on each star. Well, we said that each star has 5 points. So we would write our multiplication equation like 4 times 5. And 4 times 5 equals 20 points in all. So our multiplication sentence, our repeated addition sentence, and our skip counting all equal the same thing. We all end on 20. Let's look at another example. When you go to the grocery store and you buy packs of butter, it comes in a box. I'm going to draw those boxes. All right, here are my boxes of butter. And inside each box, there are 4 sticks of butter. And they're stacked on top of each other and beside each other like this. So when I look at my picture and I think about describing my picture, I could say, here are 1, 2, 3 boxes of butter. Each box has 1, 2, 3, 4 sticks. So if I want to know how many sticks of butter there are in all, I can start by counting those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 sticks in all. Just like we did the same process as we did in the first example. So when you draw that picture, these 3 statements right here are just describing our picture. We're starting by saying how many groups there are. Remember, those are the bigger objects that hold something else. So, boxes are bigger, and then you put things in each box. So we have 3 big boxes. Each box has 4 smaller things inside. In this case, it's butter. And there are 12 sticks in all. All right, just like before, let's do this as repeated addition. I'm going to look at my first group. How many are in this first group? 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4 in the next group. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4 in the next group. And 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12. 12 sticks of butter. We could also do this by skip counting. When I count this one, if I'm counting by 4s, there's 4. And then in the next box, there's 4 more, so 4, 8. And then 4 more here is 12. 12 sticks of butter. Now, just like before, let's write a multiplication equation. Something times something equals the total. We start with the number of groups. there are 1, 2, 3 groups or 3 boxes times the number in each box. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 in each box. 3 times 4 equals 12. It's the same thing. It might seem silly, but I want you to repeat this after me. Equal groups, number of groups, times number in the groups. Let's repeat that one more time. Equal groups, number of groups, times number in the groups. That's how you can remember your equation. You start with your number of groups times the number in the groups, the number in each group. Number of groups times number in each group. Okay, let's look at the assignment that you have today. Remember that your assignment is going to be about equal groups. And when you turn your work in, there's a few things I want to see. For each problem, first, I want to see a picture. Draw your groups, put the objects in the groups. That's number 1. The second thing I want to see is an equation. So you're going to write a multiplication equation, and remember that looks like number of groups times number in the groups. And then the last thing you have to do is find the total, find how many there are all together. You have 4 problems. Okay, 4 problems. These 2 you'll be drawing a picture for. This one wants you to write your own story problem. So that means you're going to think of 4 of something. It could be 4 boxes, 4 bags, 4 flowers, whatever your bigger group is. And then each group is going to have 3 of something in it. So if I were going to write a story problem for this, I might say I have 4 boxes. Each box has 3 oranges. How many oranges are there in all? So instead of solving the problem, you're actually making the problem. And then last, for this one, you're going to multiply 5 times 3. It might be helpful to draw a picture. So maybe you should draw 5 groups, put 3 in each group, and then count them all up to find the total. Okay, hopefully that helps you get started on your assignment. If you need help, I'll be available during office hours. I can check your work, I can talk to you about your work, I can even do more examples if you want me to do more examples with you. Good luck!